Alright, so we're just about ready here to take our new screen and set it in our repaired top case. One thing I'm going to do before I repair this is I think I'm going to go ahead and paint the top half of this with some spray paint. So I will go ahead and do that. But just to go ahead and show you guys before I do that what the next step is, just in case some of you guys are curious and you're actually following me along, which would be amazing. But so what we're going to do here is the first thing that I want to note here, since the last time I showed you. So I went ahead and installed the rest of the bracket screws to secure it to the back case. There's one there, as well as one on the opposite corner right there. It's kind of hard to see because of the shine of the, yep, right there. And then of course we hit those ones we installed. That one we installed, which was on the other side of the magnet. Same with on this side, and we installed that one previously. So now make sure you get your screw right here to secure your board for your camera controller, and then there's another screw underneath there, and then there's two screws that secure the actual camera to the bracket itself. So make sure you have all of those in, and I recommend, of course, when you take screws out, put them in a nice little baggie so you don't lose them. I lost one of the little tiny pieces that went behind there. It was the piece I was describing earlier, that little metal part that comes out that looks like a little stick figure. Of course, I think one of my cats must have ran away with it or something, who knows. So now comes the fun part and the reward from all our hard work. So we take our screen, nice fresh out the box, and we pick her up. And now when you do this, the screen should slide underneath right here. There's a lip right underneath here, along there, that your LED and screen board controller has to sit on. So the trick is to get this little baby to slide in there, and you slide that all the way under there, and once that slides under, which I'm not going to do in case once it goes in I can't get it back out, so we'll go ahead and we'll slide that under there, and then we'll put in our 4 mounting bolt or bracket bolts, mounting bracket screws. They're not bolts, we're not working on a car here. And then I'm going to go ahead, and there's a securing screw that it came with. You can potentially use, they look like this. I might not put them back in there. All they really do is just kind of hold the piece into place. I don't know, I'll have to see if it's necessary once I put it back together structurally. I mean, it's probably a good idea to put it back together absolutely 100% the way you took it apart, so I'll probably do that anyways. So once you get that done, then you're going to go ahead and connect your new repaired top half of your case to your bottom half. Feed your wires for your camera control and for your microphone, then tuck them up underneath around the edge up to the top on both sides. Set it into place, and lining it up, we will go ahead and put our 4 holes right here and here. We'll line those up with our hinges on the bottom case here, and these are your fatter, these are going to be the largest, fattest screws that you have, and they are a star key, and I believe it is a, let me see here, just in case you're wondering. Oh, believe it is a T6 or a T7 that removes that screw, and you want to be careful you don't over torque those. I'd recommend using some thread lock. Loctite makes good stuff. Thread lock brand works. Use blue, not red. We don't want to have to get a blowtorch to pull these out. So if you do feel that you want to go the extra mile, I of course do when I can. I always use thread lock, so I'm going to thread lock the outer case screws, of course. All of these, of course, were thread locked, and you should be good to go. So we'll go ahead and pick up once I get this bad boy painted black, and I'm also going to take the bottom half of the case eventually and paint it black, and I'll do a video on that to show you guys what you got to do to take it apart. That's a lot of work. I don't really feel like doing it now, but right now we're at a point where the top half of the screen can easily be painted without having to do a lot of extra work and taping, whereas yeah, you can imagine if you want to do it the cheap way, or if you want to do it the right way, which is the way I'll do it, I will take and remove all the components and then paint the top and the bottom half of the lower case independently. So, alrighty, well, I will pick up here once I get this bad boy painted and show you the last few steps putting this thing together, and we'll fire her up.